Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the NA Sunday night event. It should be a good one because we have more South Mountain maps. You're seeing an overview of both of our maps right now. Our first map being Cold Quits Defense, one of my favorite maps for the South Mountain pack. And then we have the Anderson's Counterattack map, which is very different, very tree unlike Colquitt's Defense. In terms of our teams, on the CSA side, we have 2nd Mississippi, Sussy Brigade, which is 1st Delaware, 1st Maryland, 5th North Carolina, and 5th Florida. We have 18th Mississippi and 8th Georgia. On our USA side, we have 9th Corps, Irish Volunteer Brigade, 20th New York, and 2nd Corps, which consists of 6th LA and 5th Virginia. And with that being said, thank you to all our Patreons for support. If you want to support, go to the description, and the link will be there to the Patreon. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy this broadcast. And we are here live on the battlefield, the glorious Colquitt's Defense. Saw it earlier today on the Conquest version of this map for the EU Historical Rules event. Now we see it in Skirmish for NA, which is exciting to see. You have Asgardian Eagle announcing today's event. And then on the top left side of your screen, you have Zoo's perspective from the 5th Florida. And then on the top right of your screen, you have Corded's view from 2nd Corps, 6 LA more specifically. What the heck? So apparently the battle cry for Sussy Brigade in full display right there. So from my normal understanding, CSA generally defend up on the top of this hill, generally in this area, or they go up to the artillery, because CSA, I mean the artillery position in this map is absolutely beautiful. You see Provost here. Just look at that. He gets an overview. I mean, you can see the whole Union team moving from here. But what stops that is the Union will generally attack in this forest area, which we can see the Confederates holding. They kind of have two defensive layers. You have 18th Mississippi and 2nd Mississippi holding up front. 8th Georgia to their right. And then holding way far back on the top of the hill, you have 5th Florida and 1st Delaware.
Linus, I don't think you understand how retarded that just looked.
Holy crap. But the whole Union team is going for this forest. We can see them, this 6 LA in the front. Rest of the Union behind. So they're going to hit this forest on the far left. So these guys on the right, maybe not in the best position. They're starting to reposition. I don't know if 8th Georgia is the scout group, but only issue is if Union gets around you, that can be devastating on a map like this. We could see the rest of the CSA. They've actually, the rest of Sussy here. 1st Maryland and 5th North Carolina, they're holding out on this stone wall area, seeing as Union does not even threaten. I don't like seeing the fact that the Confederates are defending in like 3 different waves, but this is kind of cool to see the Union go out in different prongs. I think we're going to see our first engagement here. 5th VA from 2nd Corps is moving very close to CSA lines or within vision, and now they have begun taking shots at the CSA. 8th Georgia more specifically. Also repositioning is 18th Mississippi and 2nd MS. 18th MS officer getting himself very close to the Union boys here. Is he charging? These men are getting very, very close here, especially for defenders when you're outnumbered. And Union is currently heading up the hill, 20th New York, moving up the hill, taking shots at 1st Delaware, 5th Florida, and others. So 20th New York moving very far forward. 18th, this 2nd MS off here. 18th MS appears to have been wiped out there in the open. No surprise, seeing as the whole Union team is up here. Also taking shots, you have the IVB and 9th Corps sticking together. They're taking shots there. So Coco being a little audacious here, coming up on the flank of the 18th and 2nd MS. I really like to see this. He's taking shots and now charging in.
trying.
That'd be funny if some of these guys got team killed by 9th Corps and IVBs taking shots. Who is winning this? I can't tell, but I think we'll be able to tell who wins in the moment. 9th Corps coming up. 5th VA, I see them as well, and they are easily wiping
Get that flag. Good job.
the Union, the Confederate defenders, not Union. And you can start to see that in the ticket bars. Confederates losing significantly more tickets than the Union. 8th Georgia still surviving all of this, despite being one of the first ones to engage with the Union. They're taking some pop shots on the far right with 6 LA. Back on the right, though, Union reforming. They're organizing back into their regiments. Again, you hear the artillery didn't hit anyone, but it's so hard for them to hit. 5th Florida on this nice log here. They are taking volleys at the Union. We can see 1st Delaware is starting to move down the hill. I don't necessarily like this move. 1st Maryland is here. I don't know if they're charging out someone. But regardless,
pull it out. Let's go. Run.
and they are pulling back up the hill.
Fire!
1st Delaware taking a volley there. But yeah, 8th Georgia, it looks like they either got wiped or fallen back, because it looks like 2nd Corps has taken this left side where we just saw them a moment ago. So Union pretty much wiping out that first stage of defense.
They can't go too far right. I know 5th and C was out there, but I lost sight of them. Maryland's on me! Hold your fire! We're moving northwest!
And here, Zapstar leading his men. Speaking of 5th North Carolina, they're with the 5th Floridians. They took some shots, and now they're falling back. The thing is, Confederates weren't together as a team there and allowed the Union to win. I don't know what numbers are. Quickly looking at our numbers here. Union outnumbers by 15. Did I see that right?
Oh shit, Rob.
Friendly's crossing.
No, it's about 10. A little more than 10. So, the first guys who got wiped, they have returned on these rocks. They have a nice vantage point of the Union. Union's just got to keep going with this assault. We can see 20th New York starting to push its way up the hill, get closer to the Confederate positions up top. You can see those shots being engaged relatively close. To the further right side, we see 9th Corps and IVB going kind of down this road path. They're taking shots at the Confederates on the right side, which, as of now, on the Confederate left, you really just have 1st Delaware.
Oh, he did.
And you heard Pennsylvania. There are few men still alive. See 1st Maryland joining where? 18th MS's and 2nd MS.
They're charging.
So the big thing for the Confederates is they just gotta stick together. They really do. I mean, this force is massive here. What is going on this right side here? So IVB pushing up the hill using these nice corner rocks, and 5th NC, Doug getting absolutely destroyed by the IVB shots. We do see Mr. Lee America. I don't know if he got a kill there, but oh, we have McPhail here. He gets his kill, but he gets killed. Ticket deficit. McPhail made the IVB think for a moment that they were being charged out. They have fallen up, though, to the top of this hill. So again, Union still making gains on all fronts, and pushing up this road is 9th Corps.
Doug, you want to go up here on them rocks and shoot down on them?
Here they come, here they come.
Nice shot by Doug, killing that officer. That's huge with their pistol shots. More 9th Corps pulling in, though. They just got to charge them out. They finally get Doug, get the flag. Why would you pick up the flag there? No way they get away. A lot more of those guys should have been dead. And now IVB is pulling up to the right of 9th Corps. And they're starting to push him down. It looks like, I can't tell if this is out of bounds. I know they're getting close to out of bounds. because they are approaching the CSA spawn. Moving over to assist is 8th Georgia. There's more behind. No, just 8th Georgia. Pushing up. I don't like these, like this tiny pocket here. Like, sure, cover the hole, but the problem is there's a crap ton of Union right here.
Independent fire down the hill.
5th VA and taking shots. It's kind of hard to see here because of that smoke. The one thing that does makes the forest fighting a little more intense is that you just can't see crap. I mean, if I can't see crap and I can go from any angle, imagine trying to play this game. 9th Corps IVB falling back on that right side. They're kind of exposed when you push up here, so that makes sense. Union artillery missing by a little bit, not by a whole lot. Ooh, we got a Rambo. No, he's just saving the flag. Never mind. That's a true soldier there, saving the flag for his men.
Like moonwalking in this game.
So 6LA is taking shots at the Confederates on the left side. Looks like the 2nd MS, 1st Delaware, 1st Maryland, but I mean, really, the Union has pushed the Confederates back as far as they can really go. IVB is going to take some shots
that
here.
Poor bastard.
This guy's dead.
Executed by
He
That
got
one guy
one
got 20
squad.
rounds.
If we missed him, that would be so
I
sad.
didn't
No,
have
yeah,
him.
he is.
Don't worry, guys.
Fire
So-
down.
I hit
fucking
him.
dumb.
You guys
IVB
can do it.
Black Black House.
taking their shots, and they are falling back.
I'm good.
Instantly. So the big thing for the Union is that they got to push the CSA down. They got to push him down to breaking. That's what they're going to try to do, but the CSA are just going to keep falling back, and the Union's going to have to push or cap the point rather. I don't know how many men are gathered right here. Cool thing. I mean, they're playing of course, the historically accurate music.
Then the rock suck.
Be in a nicest property.
See some Union guys taking shots here, but
All we need is a white.
Doug kind of doing some scouting here as more CSA just falling back. Doug is... Will he get shot? Put it in the comments if you think Doug is going to get shot here. He looks like he's going to make it away, despite exposing himself to the whole Union team.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be full.
How about just one company refuses?
So yeah, I mean, Union's ahead on tickets. They're doing exactly what they need to do. They're probably going to be forced to cap soon if the Confederates keep falling back as is. Doug shifting his 5th North Carolinians down the road a little ways. Are they going to move up to these rocks? It looks like they will. They're going to try to get some shots on the Union, keep draining their tickets. Let's see what's happening on this left, Union left, Confederate right.
On top of Maryland.
2nd MS and 1st Delaware and 1st Maryland.
Watch your left, Zapstar, Zapstar.
20th New York.
Turn it east.
A couple of them are pushing forward here.
Not northeast, direct east.
Yeah, no, they just tried. There was 1 or 2 of them that went up. Coco, though, he wants it. He's trying to get around here. Takes his first shot. Where was that even landing? Gets one. I can't tell if he hit that. No way Coco makes it away. Wow, he made it away. Look at that. Confederates almost at engaged. So more Confederates have formed with the 5th North Carolinians. Behind them is 8th Georgia. But Confederate artillery does have an opportunity to take shots. So, for now, the Union is really, they're just trying to shoot the Confederates down. And we're a third of the way through the match, and Confederates are doing a good job at avoiding too many casualties. But they are still, nonetheless, losing. Union's going to have to change up their strategy. You can see the Confederates beginning to fall back on this left side. Probably just to avoid casualties.
I'm about already.
Absolutely crazy. Confederate's doing a heck of a job not going down to engaged yet. Union's gonna have to cap at this rate. Look at this house. Can I get into this house? The important things of this battle, right? Is this house furnished? Ah, I can get in the house. Guys, this is what is oh. This is what was in the house, by the way. I know this is the important part. Is this furnished? Nope, that's not furnished. Look at that. Confederates going down to engage. Union's not that far behind. But yeah, 29 minutes left. Confederates hit engage. Union about 25% of the way to battle ready. I mean, they're really gonna have to cap, I think, if they want to try to do something and fail. I don't know what he's doing. He going out and about though. These some 5th North Carolinians are in the distance. They're taking some really far shots, but Provost trying to do artillery the best he can. Where's he looking? Let's get into the eyes of Mr. Provost here, the artilleryman, 2nd MS. Ah, yes. Look, we can look through his binos here, and we can see the glories of. Yeah, look at that. He's looking right at Union artillery. Oh, geez, Louise, speaking of which, let's check out the Union artillery. Kill some time. Any comment about that artillery shot? Are you scared? That was a pretty dang close shot. Yeah, Provost, though, getting very close. Provost has been very good with artillery as of late. Received compliments, especially from that Schoolhouse Ridge match a hot minute ago that we had on Battle Line Wednesday, I think it was. Was it? I don't remember. No, I don't remember. I've seen a lot of events and I forget a lot of things. So, hey, George, think about it. Union still doesn't want to cap here. On the right side, we have 1st Maryland, 18th MS and 2nd MS in the back. Further forward, though, is 1st Delaware. Not a whole lot. We have Whitey here taking shots. In terms of our Union position here, we have 9th Corps in the center. On the far right side, we have 20th New York. And then even further right is the IVB. So that group is kind of up front, dealing the damage. On the far left side is 6 LA. I do see a 5th VA tag, but I don't think they're there. They're probably, gotta be one of these groups here that I'm missing. Yeah, 5th VA is right here. So Union ever so closer to engaged. And I'm surprised Union hasn't capped yet. I mean, Union is taking its dear sweet time. But it's not like they can change much. I mean, the Confederates are just holding back, doing what they really are doing what they need to do. Maybe Union's just trying to see if it can deal enough damage.
Northwest. Yeah.
You see Confederates beginning to shift from this left side. Double quick. It is 18th MS here. 5th Florida is shifting left as well.
Enemy right there charging up the hill.
So they're just pulling out of the woods completely. So we can see these Confederates, they're not falling back. They are just really wanting to avoid fighting in this woods. I mean, they started off there, they're losing tickets, fall back. Well, the question is will Union try to advance to deal damage to the Confederates, like we've seen the 20th New York do here?
I'm alive!
Oh!
That killed like 2 or 3 people there. Good shot by the CSA artillery.
Us are alive, what should we do?
That is a thing, though, I just did not think about as well, is Confederate artillery can deal some damage there if they really want to. I mean, Provost is just standing here, or sitting, crouching here. I shouldn't say standing there. Look at that. So a lot of they're just shifting further and further left. They're almost wanting the Union to push up, and we can see 5th VA starting to move up here as well. Confederate shots raining down, killing about half of them that went up that hill. They don't have a flag for their group, so that is an unfortunate part. Maybe they're in the same company as 20th New York. But 20th New York, they're charging against the whole Confederate team. They are by themselves, though.
Let them get close.
And Union goes down to engage. These are type of the engagements that the Confederates need. As we can see in the distance, more and more Union are beginning to approach the top of the hill. It is IVB.
Coming from the northeast and
Losing
the
ore. Confederates charging down the hill as well.
Got the tree boys. Wipe them.
Confederates en masse charging down the hill. They want to get ahead on this tick and count. The question is, though, they've won. They're ahead. They have more men on the field right now. Are they going to keep going? Union starting to position up at this straight fence here.
Through the hole to the left.
Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting.
Confederates not opting to charge, opting to reform here. That poor man just died. Those poor 2 men just died. But yeah, I mean, Confederates are still losing. They're falling right back up that hill, returning to their original positions. We do see a Confederate group flanking down the top of the hill. It is 1st Maryland. They're taking shots at the Union. Union returning fire. And it looks like 9th Corps is going to fall back here.
Go, zigzag, zigzag.
That's how you fucking do it.
Zigzag.
Fucking hair off, frick.
So they're saving their flag bearer here.
One per post.
So we can see a couple of Union guys here. Looks like 51st PA, 9th New York falling back. Not a lot of Union left. I mean, there's still a decent amount. 6 LA, 2nd Corps, 5th VA. They're all up here. T-Bird here. They want to get aggressive. It looks like they're trying to push up here. Doug has other things to say. He's running back.
To the right, be ready.
Behind the rock,
Right.
Get in melee mode. Get ready, boys.
So
Make sure your V, boys.
the Union is going out the left side. Possibly, or are they just forming up here? No, they're just reforming. It really did look like they were going to charge, but they did not. So the rest of the Union making their way from Maine. Nice shot from the Union artillery here.
Oh, boys.
I just got turned into turkey jelly.
That's the thing too. These guys are all crouching and not standing, so they're taking skirmishing ticket loss, which that's even a better shot by Union artillery. So 1st Maryland is pulling back on this left side here. Again, still Union not opting to cap here. We do have a couple guys. Are they beginning to do this process? We do see some 6LA guys.
Get your loads if you need it.
So it looks like Union has decided to cap the point. So if you don't know how counterattack works, once the Union caps the point, the Confederates will have, in this case, 12 minutes to retake the point. If they successfully do so, the Black Hawk will continue going down because it stops during counterattack. And if they have less percentage of tickets than the Union does, they'll go up to the Union's percentage. That is how counterattack works, and we can see 5th Florida. Zoo's guys, I don't know if they were going to try to recap this quickly, but Confederates have 12 minutes. We can see 20th New York coming in from spawn, finally getting here, and they're just going to kill these 5th Floridians. Sorry. They are going to get them. Oh, McPhail gets a stab off, but that goes down in the end. So, the big thing, why would attackers do this if the defenders can regain tickets? And the big thing is that timer, it stops. You can see the black timer, it's not going down. So, tickets don't matter so much for the Confederates right now, because they will just regain them. They're below the Union. I don't think they're going to outpace the Union. But the question is, when will the Confederates push? And where will they push? Because there's so many options on a map like this. There really is. And I'm surprised the Confederate officers. I mean, I would expect quicker movement during a counterattack because, like I said, that clock is stopped. This lets the Union force Confederate tickets down. And because the thing is, right, Union as a strategy, if the defenders are about to recap the point, they could bonsai charge and cause themselves to lose a bunch of tickets so the CSA can't regain as many tickets. So that's the big thing, is Confederates need to move quick so that they can regain as much tickets as possible, percentage-wise. So Confederates in mass forming on this right side. Looks like they're going to try to slam through the forest here, create as much confusion as possible. Union hasn't really moved yet. They're still kind of in 3 groups here, now 2. You have Second Corps on the right, and the rest of the Union on the left. The question is, where will the Confederates go? Are they going to go as one big group or split off into 2 groups? You can kind of see them gathering in 2 groups right now, trying to organize this charge.
Fellow retards, due to the rock.
So we see some Confederate movement, and Doug here gets a kill. Oh my god, he's Doug alive. Jeez Louise. See, 20th New York, they're moving up to these rocks on the right side. In terms of the Confederate push, they're starting to get aggressive. 8th Georgia and 2nd MS moving to the far, CSA right, Union left. And actually, it looks like 20th New York is going to head up to the artillery because some of this is in bounds. But will Provost see them coming?
It's Brown charge yard. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, 2 men with the flag, 2 men with the flag, 2 men with the flag. Notorious and...
We can see 2nd Corps pulling back a little. CSA starting to move forward there. Let's quickly check this out. Provost, he sees him, pulls out his pistol, gets a kill. Gets a 2nd kill.
Holy shit, you're dead.
And Provost goes down. Huh? There he goes. That took him a while. But now back over here. Confederates just hardcore going down the middle. Union split into 2, and the Confederates are going to hit one of these prongs. The fact that 2nd Corps did not reform on where the Union is, that is huge. Confederates going down the taking losses. Thought I could hear the huzzas, but I wasn't sure over the voice. That ragdoll just yeeted. But no surprise, the Confederates destroy the Union force that is over here. Union losing a lot of tickets. And now they have free range to capture the point and regain those tickets. 2nd Corps beginning to move up the hill.
Drop those flags. Drop the flags.
They're taking shots. Confederates should try to recap right now. Unless they're trying to push the Union into last stand, because Unions are now considered the defenders. Which I don't know if they would. We do have some Confederates, 5th North Carolina and 5th Florida. Some of these guys here, they are recapping the point here. You have a couple Union guys just trying to hold the point, but there's more CSA, so therefore they are capping. Confederates, if they want to, they could charge down on 2nd Corps after they retake the point. Because Union isn't going to get there for a while. You can see they're trying to move out right now. And Confederates could possibly take a lead here because they outnumber the Union. Their spawn is also very close compared to the Union. So we do have a couple of Union stragglers here. They're just trying to survive. The Confederates don't even want to give them that. Spurious here is the last guy. He somehow jukes the Confederate soldiers. Never mind, he's going to die.
Guys, I'm racist. I'm hailing Hitler right now.
Oh my god. Okay, so he's trying to survive. I mean, jeez Louise, he dies. Thank goodness. Second Corps did push up a little bit. They're not using any cover. They're just kind of standing in the open. They are in formation, which is a huge part of it. Confederates just holding on the top of the hill. They are on the point. They're still chasing these three guys. They can't seem to kill them. This is the important things in the battle. So as we can see, Confederates going back up to engaged right now. And both sides very close to taking losses. And we can see the Union, are they supposed to charge? I don't know. 6LA falling back. 5th VA pushing up. Artillery shot, knocking men down. Union hit taking losses first. So that means Confederates are ahead on tickets percentage-wise right now. That's huge. Confederates taking losses, though. So both sides kind of crowded here at point. The rest of the Union team has respawned. And is the Union going to charge at the Confederates because they have them in the open? It looks like they will. This is huge. This will knock one side down at least half a stage. First Union guys hit this line. It's kind of spread out though. That's the thing. The thing with vaulting in this game, that's so huge because vaulting over these fences is going to take a long time. Union starting to win on this first fence, but there's still another whole fence to go. Not a lot of guys vaulting here because of this update. There's still more Union pouring in here. They're engaging on this fence line. It looks like more Confederates are here. So despite the Union attempt to push, it looks like Confederates are going to win pretty easily, and the Union is going to be forced to fall back. Ticket-wise, it looks like, ooh, I can't tell. Confederates are kind of ahead here by a little bit. Heck of a job there to hold, but again, it's very hard to push on fences in these games now, especially two fences, just because of the fact that it takes so long to vault over them now. That update changed them. I mean, Nicodemus Hill, if the Union tries to push on their left, the Confederate right, it's near impossible trying to hop over a stone wall and a fence. Confederates just deciding to hold here, which is very fascinating. It allows the Union to have an opportunity to knock them to breaking and hold this point. But then again, just Confederates holding in mass. I wonder if we'll see any Union group try to go down the road to try to flank the Confederates. Which would make sense, and we can see that the IVB is starting to move down that way. They got a ways to go, though. Imagine if this was like a Mario Kart track. I mean, it got a nice road. It'd be great scenery. Mod that into the game. Even know if you can mod in the Mario Kart. So we can see 5th North Carolina and 1st Maryland. They have repositioned on this right side.
Well, I'm thugged out, 'cause baby, I'm a thug.
So most of the Confederates starting to push off, realizing that they're being flanked. 5th VA is taking this opportunity to try to get some kills with the rest of the Union moving that way. No. Yes now. The Confederates kind of split into two groups here. Oh my goodness. Some are moving onto this rock here in the center. 1st Maryland, 1st Delaware, a couple tags I see. Actually, 8th Georgia's turning around, and they're going to try to charge in the Union guys that are exposing themselves here. And IVB is going to slam into this 8th Georgia group. A lot of these guys don't have bayonets for the Confederates. This is huge for the Union because Confederates are spread out here. And now Confederates are going to have to push. You can see them coming from now both directions. Nice artillery shot by Union on that rock. Confederates almost at breaking. Union just got to charge with all their guys here. These guys got to get over here. But no, Confederates are going to hold. I like what Union did there, though. Union guys up top are trying to get there as quickly as possible. Confederates pushing out. This is going to push them into breaking, though. It is in front of 9th Corps. So even though Confederates are winning these charges, Union is ahead on tickets, which is really all that matters in this game. All these out of lines cause. I mean, Confederates are so close to breaking. I mean, if these couple guys just stayed back, and I mean, if this guy gets killed, they can go down to breaking.
Keep going, boys. Ah, fuck!
Oh no!
Wow, he gets away. So Confederates miraculously don't go down into breaking. They're being very... I mean, they have to stay out here now because if they hit breaking, Union can cap point and win. We can see 6LA. They have taken these rocks. They have nice shots at the Confederates. I won't be surprised if we see them go into breaking at any moment. We have Otis here. There they go. They go into breaking. He's getting very close to my frontline reporter corded here. You can see his view on the top right now. And he gets the kill. Beautiful kill by Corded there. So, I mean, yeah, you've seen the Confederates hold 2 charges. But that doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It's kind of a shame, but also kind of not. So, the Confederates hit breaking, and it looks like they're going to try to charge out Second Corps. That's my best guess. Because they're pulling away from the point. They're pulling... they said... so it looks like they're just going to try to push off Second Corps. The thing is, though, they're pulling a lot of their men to engage with this, and they're not charging either. If these Union guys get down to the point of contention right now, they will be able to outnumber the Confederates and just win this game. So Second Corps just needs to survive as long as they possibly can. I do not know why the CSA pulled off all their men like this. I really don't. I don't know if the Confederates are trying to avoid going in the last game. Sorry, I keep looking over there. It's just... if Union guys get onto that point, they're going to start taking it. They outnumber these guys out. Oh, I wish I was looking. Dang it. Where is the Confederates at? Yeah, they've all bunched up. They got to charge Second Corps out. Second Corps playing a pivotal role. Point is being uncapped. I mean, yeah, decapped right now. And Confederates are continuing to move up the hill. Now they're going to charge them out. They should have charged them out 10 years ago. Because now they're letting the Union get firm positions all over here. And Second Corps is going to take this opportunity to fall out. Union hits breaking. I don't know if it matters. This charge is huge. This gave the Union an opportunity to get some nice positions here. However, they don't have a lot of men. Oh my goodness, this is scary to look at. I mean, Confederates have returned to this position relatively quickly. Flag goes down. Second Corps is now charging in as well. More Union charging up from the road. All sides got to converge here. We won't see who's winning the point of contention for the sake of cinematics. It's kind of close, though, this charges. I cannot tell who's going to win. Confederates actually charging out to the Union. Look at the flags, they're just vibing. But as of now, Confederates seem to have a firm hold on this. Yeah, they do. Wow. Very risky what they were doing. They're still down on tickets. They'll hit last down before the Union hits final push, but they still survive to fight in another 12 minutes. What is this guy doing?
Buddy. Listen. Hey, listen. Listen. No, I want to be friends.
Too late.
So the Union. No. Floof. Turn around. Oh, look at this G. Look at this G. Pick up the flag. No, Mountain Boy. What are you doing? No. Union will probably get that when they come back anyways. So Confederates live to fight another day. Another 10 minutes at least. Union artillery peppering them up. Confederate artillery trying to hit the retreating Union. What is this guy doing? Our boy Mountain. He's just doing a little quick time. That's double quick. but we can see, oh, we got Wilbert here. He's doing a little shaky. We can see here, Coco looking through his binos at the Confederate position. That'd be a...
Oh fuck, I'm gonna come!
Oh my god.
Ow!
Jeez Louise. Honestly, Union might have enough time to just volley the Confederates. I mean, they're close to breaking. I don't know. It's a far distance volley. I don't know. They could get close up to here as well and take shots. That's also a possibility, but
They're coming.
this is big. You see the good old
Go pick it fence.
Someone get called on Discord.
that in,
I
right?
see that.
Ah, it's
Boys,
Discord.
stand up! We don't gotta take it, stand up!
And here's Zoo yelling at his men,
I'll have to pick him
telling
up. I'll
them
pick him
to
up,
stand
pick him
up because they need to
One
die in
behind you guys.
formation. A nice Confederate view of the whole Union assault. They're taking shots here at the Union.
Right here.
No more crashing at the bit.
Right here, boys. Right here.
You demonized.
I'm pretty sure they were
Jeez Louise. In terms of our Union assault, let's quickly look at who is where going down the road right now. We see 9th Corps. They are mighty far ahead of the rest of the Union force in the center. We have 5th Virginia on the far left side. We have 20th New York. Behind 20th New York is IVB and 6th LA. So we're approaching 9 minutes left. Confederates on the verge of going down the last stand. Union about halfway to final push. So I don't know. This is tricky for the Confederates to win. A couple more shots, and they will go down in the last stand. In terms of our Confederate defense, you have 18th MS on the far right side in the center. You have 1st Delaware and 5th Florida. Pushing up the left side, we have 8th Georgia. I don't know why they're pushing up here. I really don't. This doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. This. Look at how many casualties they're taking. Their men are crouching, standing in the middle of the open when they're about to go down the last stand. Like, go up to those rocks or push up there sooner. As a suggestion. We can see 5th Florida starting to shift this way. They're now taking shots at the Union guys. But that was terrible for the Confederates, because we're getting to a point in the match where Confederates can still win this game. But now they're going to hit last stand at least a minute or two sooner, which is huge. We did miss a charge over here as well. 6 LA getting wiped here by 2nd MS, and it looks like Doug was there too. You see IVB here as well behind, and 20th New York here. So Union does have plenty of time to shoot them down if they want. I can't even. I mean, I guess there was a charge over there as well, but even then, that was huge. You can see 20th New York starting to move off this stone wall. They're going to try to charge. Tickets still matter for the Union. They don't matter so much for the Confederates. They're going to try to chase these guys, because once these guys die, they're no longer in the game. 20th New York eliminating all who decide to retreat. Confederates in mass returning their men. Because once they hit last stand, if you're waiting to spawn in or you're dead, you automatically spawn back in. And then once you die afterward, you can't respawn. But you can see them trying to bonsai over there, and IVB moving up as well. They're going to cut off the CSA spawn. Not like there's a lot of CSA spawners left, but Coco wants to hit Fat Doink, and I don't think he'll be able to. Oh, he's going to keep going. Is he? Nope, he doesn't. He needs to lead his men. It looks like there's a charge. 5th VA charging up the center here. You can see the effect of the fences here. They're getting destroyed here by gunfire and artillery. Who is this Union group here? We never saw a knife, but we did see them earlier. I just forgot. Union's about to go into final push. Union needs to prolong this process as much as possible. Not a whole lot of Confederates left, though. That'd be cool if we could make something like for sports games. If you go like to ESPN during a football match or a basketball match, you can see the probability that each team wins. That'd be cool if you could see that in War of Rights. Beautiful artillery shot here. That one, not so much. That shot there, who is it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? It looked like it was by Zapstar. It pushes the Union down the final push. They have 4 minutes. 4 minutes is essentially gives you enough time to go from your spawn to the point of contention 2 times in a row without bayonets or reloads, and Union will charge here. 20th New York and IVB.
You fucking suck at melee, Rev.
And it looks like Union's just going to try to clear this out in the match. Confederates charging down the hill. Good sports. I like that. Not trying to delay the end for them any longer. A good sportsmanship fight. Not a whole lot of Confederates. You do have a couple guys left. Yeah, who is our infantry? Who is holding up? Where's this all artillery? This is all artillery. Got 2 kills. That's pretty dang impressive. But that really does the end of our round here. A very exciting round. Confederates overall doing a pretty dang good job for this defense. Union doing really exactly what they need to do. Only thing for the Confederates, though, is you cannot be crouching and open like that. You also can't be splitting up your forces in the woods like that, because they just allowed the Union to just band together and push you over. Which is really what you can't have as the defender. I mean, on any map for that matter. So, well done to the Union team securing that win. Oh, this is kind of cool. Wow, this looks beautiful. Wow. War of Rights. Still gives me chills even though I've been playing this game. Like in a couple of months, it's going to be my 3rd year of playing this game. Holy crap. Crazy. I'm intrigued to see how many casualties there are. But, yeah, again, it's just Confederates can't split up like that at the beginning. Maybe they were just trying to see where the Union could go, because Union could hit many different places. So maybe that's what they were trying to do, and then they adjusted too late. But Union doing exactly what they needed to do. Capping eventually, which was a good idea, once they realized they weren't going to win by shooting them down. Very exciting. I cannot wait to see the second round. Look at those casualties. They're just going to shoot up in a moment. Wow. Well done. And with that being said, we'll see you in the second round. Here we are live on the second map. The glorious map of South Mountain. In terms of our CSA assault, you have 2 prongs here. The first prong, 5th NC, 1st Maryland, with 5th Florida behind 1st LO. So that's Sussie Brigade, and the rest of the CSA is moving down this far left side, right of the Union. Union, on the other hand, they are having, it looks like all 5 regiments, or 6, I don't know how many, they're kind of split off here. You have 6 LA in the back, in front of them, 20th, IVB. Furthest front is 9th Corps. 9th Corps starting to take shots at Sussie Brigade that is moving through the woods. Yeah, Union does not have any artillery. Something I like to see personally. This map is horrendous for Union artillery. I mean, it's all woods around you. It's hard to hit shots, and the Confederates can easily charge out and get you. So that is right. Artillery sucks on this map. So 9th New York repositioning because of the Confederates pushing this way. They're starting to take shots at the Union. And Sussie Brigade is not waiting for anybody. Union should win this pretty decisively. Yeah, no, Union's going to win that decisively. They just totally outnumber the Confederates, and Union's ahead on tickets already. Not even 5 minutes into this match. Something you never expect to see on a map like this. Jeez. Could not imagine just sitting over here, just like shooting,
Go ahead, pour it on that line over there.
having a good time, looking up at the ticket count and realizing, oh crap, we're losing. Not even 5 minutes into this. Who do we have here? Scott. Looks like he just, or Soviet. I think this is Soviet. But yeah, Union is just really, as they're falling back. Union. The only thing about this, Confederates could just cap and force the Union out, which honestly the Confederates are going to have to do that because they're behind on tickets. We have Bus here. Bus is on the point. What is Bus doing? I don't know. But Bus is doing Bus. Yeah, Union is, as a whole team, they're pushing further back. It looks like they're just shifting. Yeah, they're merging into two groups. Union's still kind of spread, but they got plenty of time to do stuff. We can see Sussex Brigade. It looks like they're going to start moving out to this left side here and start taking shots.
This is a good day for killing Yanks, brother.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, I mean, as of now, really what the Confederates have to do is they just have to pop some shots. Or not pop shots, but, I mean, I guess they still have 40 minutes. It's early, but they got a cap or something, man. Because Union is just pulling back right away. They're doing what the CSA did towards the middle of last round. You can see Sussex Brigade in the distance. They're moving over to where the rest of the CSA is. Maybe we're going to wait for that to happen before we see anything. Where can we find Colquitt's defense from here? We should be able to. I don't know South Mountain map that well, if you can't tell. Is that Hatch's attack? I don't know. I don't know. But, I mean, I haven't usually watched South Mountain that much. Haven't really been there in real life either. Briefly tried to go see South Mountain, but we didn't have a lot of time, so we couldn't see it there. Unlike Antietam and Harper's Ferry. Wish I could have probably spent half a day in Harper's Ferry. Wish I could spend a little more time there. Got to hike up Maryland Heights there. Which, what was that? That was like lightning. But I highly recommend hiking up to Maryland Heights. I could not imagine pushing a cannon up there. That hike was a pain in the rear end. So as of now, these Confederates that push on the left, they're still taking shots. Sussex Brigade kind of forming up at the center here.
Oh, you're trash.
They're getting stuck in the lots here.
Alright, put that C on the star.
Trying to see if I can hear what the CSA has planned. As of now, they're still moving. Doug moving his men out further right. It looks like Bus he's capping the point, bringing his inner camouflage here. You can't even see him. Look at that. Is he not capping? Oh, I forgot. You got to be in skirmishing to be capping. I forgot about that. Union far forward is 5th Virginia. They're taking shots at some Confederate sharpshooters here. Except for this guy. Where's he going? Where's he going? What is he doing? Who is he? What is he? How is he? I hope good. Confederates halfway down to engaging now. So that was really weird. Sussex Brigade taking a long way to get to here. I don't know if they were trying to force the Union to move, be like, we're going this way, but it's so far away, I don't even know what they saw.
Direct north, direct
So
north.
all of Second Corps is here.
Oh yeah, they're peeking around those trees.
I mean, this scene is just so beautiful. I cannot understate.
Melt them barrels. If you see it, shoot it.
I'm telling you, whenever the 6
This is by far the most beautiful game I've played in my life. So Sussex Brigade returning to those original positions. I don't know if they're going to charge, though, unlike last time. I mean, there's so much area that they have to charge. Jeez. 10 minutes into the match, Union having a firm lead on tickets here. I mean, the Union officering tonight has so far been pretty dang impressive. I cannot complain. You can see, it's where you just look at like these frontline reporter views. Like, we got Cordage view here, part of Second Corps 6 LA. They're taking some pop shots here. You can see his view here. Look at that. He's on the glorious rock. Look at that. Crazy. And then our Confederate perspective Zoo, on the other hand, he's on the bottom of the hill, telling his men where to shoot, using his binos to get a closer aim. I mean, we could see him on the main screen right here. Look at Zoo. There he is. The man died next to him. But really,
I'll give you that. You hand
very fascinating.
handle a wooden shaft.
Well, you know what Teddy Roosevelt said.
You must jerk off the Yankees.
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Interestingly, though, the Union very aggressive. 20th New York. More Union following. Who is this quickly? IVB following the 20th New York. Union wants to get aggressive again. The thing is, though, they got to charge with their whole team, but 20th New York is alone for the moment. More Union charging on the right side. Is that Corded? Let's quickly check out. Yeah, Corded is in the midst here. Taking shots. Zoo is dead. And you can hear. So Union wanting to do what they did earlier. Zapstar. Doug here trying to like rein something in. CSA coming over from a distance, but Union is winning.
Give me that flag. Let me spit on your flag.
Holy crap! That was a dang enjoyable charge to watch. So we could see the rest of the CSA moving around this way, but the whole Union team is here. I mean, looking at our numbers quickly, Union's outnumbering by 15. That may or may not be the reason that we see here. 15 is getting to a point where it is hard to overcome the imbalance. Within 10, within reason. Outside of 10, not even close. Surprised we haven't seen anyone balance over, though. It can be hard to balance, though. I mean, they'd have to balance a 7-man reg over if they even want a shot at that. And there's no, like, tiny Union group here, which makes this difficult. So someone on the CSA underbrought by a sizable margin, and that is what we're witnessing here. Confederates aren't doing as bad of a job, though. I mean, Union's still within reach. There is plenty of time still in this game. It's not unrealistic of them to try to do that. Are they trying to cap again? I don't know. I cannot tell. But, yeah, for now, we're turning this. I'm surprised the Union didn't decide to keep pushing. For all I know, they didn't see him, or they didn't want to push too far to overextend. Quite possibly a chance there. So we do have 51st PA here. They are taking shots at the Confederates. They're taking shots now, falling back on the far left side. We have Second Corps here taking shots. And we can see it looks like the 51st PA group, they're just reforming up here with the rest of 9th Corps. So for now, we're just, again, we're waiting for Sussy Brigade to reform. Confederates are going to have to cap here if they're going to have any shot of winning this game. And Confederates go down to engage just like that. Confederates, the whole team is now pushing this side. Again, our imbalance is 14 now. It's getting better, guys. It's getting better.
Keep it up, gentlemen. Come on now. Reload here. Fire from that new position.
Operation
Advance,
use
advance.
Mississippi as a shield. Let's go. Y'all charge.
And here they go. They're going to try to push now. The Union having a very secure position.
Swing to the left, click.
So we can see part of a huge part of this charge occurring over here. We can see Corded getting in the midst of it here. An absolute bloodbath. Why is this out of bounds for the spectator? So Union going down to his gauge as well. It's still kind of close. A sizable Confederate force despite being outnumbered. But still more Union pouring in. It really looks like Union's going to win. Yep, Union's going to win. I mean, you take 15 men away from the Union here and Confederates win this, I think. Because, yeah, I really think the Confederates, I mean, got about 20, 25 men here. Take 15 guys away. 10 left, but including all the stabs that, yeah, I don't know, man. It would have been a lot tighter. Oh, we do have one Confederate soldier. Who is it? We may never know. So Union hold firm. Confederates pretty dang close to taking a loss here. We have a kin. What are you doing, good sir? Looks like he's just doing a little scouting. Seeing his poor boys get massacred.
You got back in time when they overrun you.
Thank you, you beautiful... Is that a log? No, it's a rock. In sticks. Look at that. So, I mean, I really only see the Confederates winning this if they cap. But Union could very easily countercharge and force them into the last stand with overpowering. I mean, Confederates have not won a charge yet, even with their full team. And we could see, looks like the Union is going to try to get these stragglers here.
Yankees! Yankees are charging!
No, these aren't Yankees. What are you talking about?
Yankees.
Frick, you were so mean. You said goodbye to the guy.
Cornwallis is a bitch.
Pull back, 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 pull back.
You can hear disagreeing orders here. The Union's just trying to...
Get that guy! Pull back, pull back, pull back.
Confederates will not try to do that anymore. At least have their guys linger up front as Union just completely surrounds them. Oh, who died? But Misfortune got him. What did Misfortune do? I mean, Confederates need to have at least 2 or 3. They need to have at least 3 guys on there to cap. Has our difference got any better? Oh no, it's gotten worse, guys. The stonks are going down. Sell, sell, sell. We have a couple of Rambos out here, though. Beautiful shot by McFadden. Beautiful shot. One man versus the whole Union Army. Who will win? Fifth North Carolina, 5th Florida, 1st Maryland. They returned here, pushing really far up as 1st Delaware and 5th Florida. I think I saw a 5th Florida tag over there. That's why. And so IVB is being charged now, or at least being pushed aggressively on, because I mean they're holding pretty far forward compared to the rest of their line. If Confederates could charge this out and wipe them, IVB charging back very late though, and Confederates are going to be able to wipe probably 75% of them, and they're going to keep going. They aren't going to stop. The rest of the Confederates pushing down on that side as well. More Union pouring in here to assist the IVB. Confederates going down to taking losses. And here comes the rest of the Confederate team. They're charging on these rocks. It's going to be very hard for them to take.
Never mind.
That body just went flying. I hate that that's out of bounds for me right there. Holy crap. Devil's Den, little brother here. Union in mass is charging out the Confederate forces here. And Union's just going to clear up some Rambos. Who is this group holding back?
We'll hold them off, Aller. We'll hold them off.
Second MS looks like they're just holding back, trying to shoot some Union guys that possibly come out.
Hold on the log. Around the tree.
And Union are indeed coming.
Hold them off. Oh, damn.
So, yeah, Union almost down to taking losses. Confederates about a fourth of the way through taking losses. But actually, we do have some Confederates still alive. Who is alive? It is none other than the 2nd MS and the 5th Florida man. What is that noise?
Fuck's sake.
You know, just taking a dump.
Regroup, boys. Regroup. Regroup. Full kits, boys.
Heck
Full
of a
kits.
name there. Panac. Pnac. Probably shouldn't be trying to say words I haven't seen before on here. In case I get trolled aggressively. And I Rambo die. So for now, we begin the good old process of waiting. Let's explore the South Mountain battlefield here. Let's see if I can recognize any other battlefield from here. Is this the Cox's Push? Yeah, this is Cox's Push. Look at that. I did recognize something. Wait, no, it's not. There's no cornfield here. Cut that out of the film. No, 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 don't die. That is something we cannot have. So, Union's almost down to taking losses, though. Really? Cox's Push is my favorite map on the South Mountain pack. Outside of Colquitt's defense. Just Cox's Push, it's just, the point is in the middle of a valley. Both sides have to charge down to it. Beautiful for artillery. It's such a great map. Colquitt's defense is also a great map. If you can't tell, I like maps with big hills in the open. I wish they had more maps like it. I mean, it's like Schoolhouse Ridge, that map. Or, yeah, like Schoolhouse Ridge, that map. I wish there was a thing where Confederates had take the camp. And you might be thinking, oh, there's Boulevard Heights Camp and Boulevard Heights Redoubt. But, I want one where the Confederates have to charge up from, like, the point on Schoolhouse Ridge to Union Spawn. Like, just charge up that hill. Would not be fun for the Confederates. It's like your Rivers Crossing type of map. Something that would be very... I think it'd be fun to watch. It's almost kind of like this map where you just see the Confederates dying a bunch on these big charges. But the charges look sick.
Hey, straight in front of us. Shoot the rope, shoot the rope.
So we can see Confederates starting to form up on these rocks here. They're taking shots. Bloodshed galore.
Shooting back.
Light him up. Light him up, light him up, light him up.
So we have also shooting on this side. Confederates are actually charging on this front. Union charging over these rocks here. No words can describe what was just witnessed. Yeah, really, no words can describe. I guess the charge is still happening over here. I thought there were more Confederates over here. Then maybe they just merged over here. So there's still some remnants of this assault. They're actually doing a lot better than historically done. Is Corded still alive? No, he's not. But we're sorry. Zoo is still alive.
Get a line going, get a line going. Holy shit.
So Union charging from behind here. Confederates have flags. They have men respawning. You're telling me there's a chance. Union has to come in here and wipe. Confederates go down to breaking. Killing these flags are vital. Someone has to get those flags. It's tight. I mean, there's Union holding back, but Confederates are still getting spawns in here. Confederates just got a hold. Ah, it looks like they won't, though. These couple last guys that get in there. That'll do the trick. Wow. The best Confederate assault up to this point.
Bitch. You ain't catching me, motherfucker. Yeah, you better land a shot, bitch, 'cause you ain't gonna catch me.
The dedication of a man. Ah. Oh, he gets a kill, Ferg. This is like War of Rights short stories here. We have Ferd here, from the 20th New York. Oh no, Ferd, what are you doing? Ferd, what are you doing? Ferd.
Who the fuck does that? Fucking Yankee.
Fucking faggot.
Jeez. So, in the meantime, Confederates will reform. We'll probably see a good 2 more pushes, though. Why is there lightning? Why is it raining and there's a cloud? There's no way that cloud is producing this much rain. Is this the tears for the Confederates? I mean, seriously, there's no clouds. And how is it raining this much? I mean, can I see the rain? Wait, where does the rain spawn? That is a question. Okay. Does it spawn higher? Okay, it spawns higher. Where does it spawn? It's still higher. Okay. Oh, holy crap. Get back down, 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 get back down. Why do the trees look like so weird? So, Confederates kind of spreading out. Union falling back in mass, and the Confederates are going to go down the left side. There's lightning over there. Huh. I just want to look at this one more time. Like, this looks a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie. That's sick that they made that, they made all of that. So, 17.5 minutes left. Confederates on break. Union's just falling back all the way. They are really falling back. Interesting.
We're gonna rely on the line because it's the safest option, you know.
So Union, they are baiting the Confederates to cap the point right now. They want them to, and it looks like they will. In terms of our Confederate positioning, we have on the far left side, we have 5th Florida and the 5th North Carolinians. In the center, we have 8th Georgia. Looks like they're just pushing to the right here with the rest of the Confederates. We see 2nd MS, 18th MS. I'm missing a couple regiments here. You do see 1st Delaware pushing up here as well. I missed 1st Maryland somewhere. But the Confederates on the left side are pushing further forward here. Zoo in front. You can see his glorious view right now. Look at his view in game.
Hold on these rocks, boys. Hold on these rocks. Hold on these rocks.
Look at that. Zoo at work. So Confederates aren't gonna cap because they know Union will probably countercharge and force them out. Let's see what Zoo's seeing. You know, really, it's just trees.
I believe I am returning Bob to you, Mac.
Okay.
Yes, quick. First sergeant. Everyone clap.
I'm Barbie. Let's go party.
Hooray!
How do I salute?
That's 5.
Fucking
I want to approach Gustav and salute.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
This is like the 3rd event that we've done turtling.
Did someone shoot us?
Yes.
I was gamer.
Skirmishing. I was in line.
Hold 6 lane. We don't have order.
Gamer,
I agree with the server god.
let me know if you can hear this. I don't want to cap either, server.
Getting antsy here.
Wait,
really
oh my
antsy.
God,
They're getting fucked.
All right, here we go. Are you really gonna turn around numbering us by 21 like Ashley? Is that how crap you are? No balls. The server is baiting the Union to charge. Who would have thought that the Union would have done this? I mean, you suck that badly at the game. This is shameful from Furry Corpse. Yeah, the outnumbered is by 20 or so. Jeez Louise. The server speaks the truth. That's really funny. Do we have any more comments here from on the server? No, we do not. So, Confederates aren't gonna cap. So for those of you who don't know, Furry Corps is a reference to 9th Corps. They are referenced as the Furry Corps. Do I know why? No. I just know that's the status quo.
Hey, what's up, boys? Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Hi, fellas.
Hold up here. Hold up.
Straight down there. You see that little bit of smoke? Straight down that line.
On the rock.
It's fascinating that the Union's turn. I mean, the Union could just hold and just win. I mean, Confederates aren't capping. Confederates just want the suffering to be done with. Is Union gonna move, or are they just gonna hold back? No, they're still holding back. This is gonna be fun. I cannot wait for this debrief. Yeah, Confederates aren't gonna cap, so we're gonna see a stalemate here. Is the server saying anything else? Scared? Question mark. Downvote server. 15 downvotes. Who's getting 59? This is gonna be a boring BLM stream. You must really suck if you have to turtle outnumber. I mean, if you can't tell who the server admins are, there's a lot of people being downvoted. This is really funny. Oh crap! This man has 16 downvotes. Wouldn't be the first time someone turtled on BLN video. Correction 23. God caught malding in 4K tonight on BLN. Stop downvoting me. Honestly, I feel like I should download. BLN is seeing this. There's no way for me to communicate to these guys. The spectators have this whole chat. Eagle title idea. Server admin rages and loses. Oh, I'm just gonna have this part like we're just gonna zoom in on the comment section. Oh, this is great. So is anything else? Nope, nothing's happening on top. Watching you turtle. No, this is amazing. I'm sorry, this could be just a whole segment of its own. This is honestly a good debate idea. Is turtling an ethical tactic? I wish I could see the CSA chat, right? I can only see the Union chat, which sucks.
Stay back, Black. Stay behind.
This is yeah. So it's really just.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could see the CSA chat. 20th New York though, the whole Union team for that matter is gonna be charging here now. geez, it's kind of hard to see. You know what? Let's just quickly. There we go. Look at that. Great exchange. They updated the spectator mode. It's great. Now look at that. We can cover a lot more. A glorious charge happening here. A lot of Union charging in here. No, not surprised here. Guys, Union artillery's been overrun. I don't know if they're going to be able to win this. But the Union overwhelmingly win this. Union hitting braking. I might keep the FOV at this though. So Confederates falling back here. To the rest of the men. Union charging out though. That was weird. I don't know if you saw, but when I was zoomed in, the FOV was there. I can show that in a minute, but Union. It's I mean, Union destroying the CSA there, no surprise. Do we have any other trash talk here from the server? No, we do not. So Confederates are about to hit final push here. Momentarily. If they hit it right there, that'd be really funny. If they get this flag. Just shoot the gun. Only infantry could do that. Gamer here, he really wants to get this flag. You have a couple CSA guys out here like the Zapstar.
Perfect shots right here. Oh my god, kill that fucker. Alright. Zap, kill that guy, please.
No shot. Jeez, if you would have put him in the final push, this would have been a perfect broadcast. It would have been perfect. Who is this good officer? Soviet here in half dead. They want to push this in the final push. Okay, keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. There's a couple of them up here. Like, who do we got here? We got like 2 guys, 3 guys here.
What's up, jackass? Nice reload. Nice shot, dumbass. You missed, you idiot. God, you're horrible. Come here. Come here, you piece of shit.
Good job, Jason.
You idiot. Jog on. Jog on. Jog on.
Absolutely beautiful. That was amazing. So final push. Confederates have infinite tickets. They should just bonsai the point here. Union just mass gathering on the point. Wow. They really could just be a segment of its own. Holy crap. So Doug leading this charge here.
We're on point, yep.
Union. It's right out here. That'd be really funny if the server admin ended the round and gave the CSA the win. That would be pretty funny. It'd be a funny way to end this. So Union, no shot. They're forming up on this stone wall here. Confederates are charging. This FOV thing's great. Jeez. So Confederates just swarming in. Union best their artillery overrun, guys. I don't know if Union's going to be able to pull this out. More Union pouring in here. Still a sizable Confederate force, though. Someone's playing the, it sounds like the FNAF security breach intro. But it looks like in the end, it really looks like in the end, yeah, Union won. Union's almost going to hit last stand, though. I mean, Confederates could have won. Imagine if that knocked him the last stand. Sure.
Drummer boy really threw me off.
If he pushes him the last, oh my goodness! Imagine if he pushed him the last stand.
Thanks.
Charge him out. Let's go.
So Union, bonsaiing, they don't care that they're in last stand. Confederates are rushing over. I mean, Confederates still have somewhat of a chance here. I mean, Union's kind of spread out. They're in last stand. Oh, if the Confederates somehow win this, that'd be crazy. I mean, they still have a shot. They got to hit in the last stand. Union just full charge here. 30 seconds left. Union hitting the last stand. I mean, Confederates, they just got to get more bodies on point than the Union. Then they'll hit overtime, and they honestly might win this. 15 seconds left. Union's got to put their bodies on point. So I don't think they're going to get there in time. Union successfully hold them. So yeah, good game. What a fun game to watch. What a fun game to watch. Even if it was the turtling. That was just so much fun. I can't complain about that. That was a heck of a time. Wow. So, I mean, honestly, the Confederates, they can't really do much. You're outnumbered by 15, 20 people. That is a huge number to overcome. And the fact that they pushed Union down the last stand, kind of crazy. I mean, Union pushed out in there in the end, so it's not terribly surprising. But Confederates, they made it a good, interesting fight. So I can't complain. A heck of a way to end the weekend. People might be a little annoyed after this, though, especially because the Union did turtle there, despite winning the whole match. So, yeah, you can see the Union just turtling there. Oh, I can't wait. What a way to end the weekend. And here we are with our post-game interview. Here we are with the post-game interview for tonight's NA Sunday event. It was a very exciting event filled with drama. It was phenomenal. The first map, Colquitt's defense, USA won in a very close fight, especially towards the end. And then Anderson's counterattack, the USA won with a, at one point, up to 20-25 man difference, but still very fun. The server and the players got into arguments, something you don't normally see. So we have leaders here to talk about strategy and more, so let's start introducing them. First with the CSA, we first have McPhail.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah. Justice for Boost, 5th and C all the way. Yeah.
Then we have Bus.
Hello. I would like to introduce Doug. Hello, Doug. Doug, say hello. I'm proud of you, boy.
Proud of
I'm
you.
real damn proud of you, boy. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Next we have Zoo.
Hello, I'm from the 5th Florida, and I'd like to say that overtime strat never works, and today was a great example of that.
We have Zapstar.
Zapstar of the First Island, Captain. Lads, it was a glorious, glorious event, and I look forward to talking further.
Here, here.
And then we have Provost.
How's everybody doing? I'm artillery commander attached with the 2nd MS, but my battalion is 38th Artillery Battalion. It's good to see everybody.
And on to our USA side. First we have Potato Soup.
Oh, I'm Potato Soup, hatched into the IVB, and my internet died in the middle of the match. I have no idea what was happening.
Hell yeah. We have Bird Power.
Yes, hi, I'm T-Bird Power, short for Thunderbird Power, First Lieutenant of the 6th Louisiana, Company B.
We have Masek.
Hello, everyone. My name's Masek. I am part of 6LA, Company B, and I'm their color sergeant, also the company's flag bearer.
And then we have Star.
Howdy, folks. Star here, Colonel and Commanding Officer, fighting 5th Virginia, 2nd Corps.
God bless.
Thank you all for your introductions. Let's go to the first round. Colquitt's defense. USA is attacking, so we'll start with you guys. What was your strategy going into the round, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
A lot of it was just made up by going up there on the left side. 5th Virginia pushed up on the left side towards the center, grouped up on a log, and was just pounding the sand out of them as they retreated back. 6, I know you guys are further back on our left. You want to talk about that?
Yes, in the beginning, it was a concentrated attack on the far left, getting into the woods, getting cover. I was able to find a couple of rocky spots that had some great cover. I didn't want to push too far, especially considering we had them cut off from the point. Especially at one point, we were taking a lot of fire, but then we were able to push them back and just kind of anchoring down the far left so that we didn't get pushed around. There was a couple times, actually, we ended up out of bounds and we're in like a hurry to get back into the map before it caused a problem. But other than that, that was kind of the core strategy.
Any of the other two guys you wanted to add anything for the first round?
I don't know. It just came down to it. 5th VA did end up on the point, just kind of going toe-to-toe with whoever else was there. And then it was just a really close match there at the end. Solid fighting by everyone involved.
Yeah, I would say that at one point there was a desire to take the point to put pressure on the Confederate team to come out and start pushing at us. And after doing that, that's when they took the road. Things actually shifted. There was a point there I was getting a little worried when we were down at the bottom of the hill taking fire from the CSA team at the top. And we were taking a lot of casualties there. But a couple bayonet charges, we were able to get a foothold on the road and, lock it down.
All right, cool. Let's move on to the CSA now. CSA, what was your guys' defense going into the first round, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
I got this, boys. So, our original plan, mind you, right, is to have one company hold the hilltop on the left flank, Confederate left flank, make sure that no Union sneak past and try to go for our artillery. That was going to be 5th North Carolina and 1st Maryland, while every other regiment, so 3 companies and whatnot, will hold the right flank, top side of the hill by the road. Unfortunately, however, 2 of the companies and 2 of the regiments did not want to listen to that plan, and they went all the way down to the bottom of the hill, got wiped, lost both of their flags, until they decided to sort of pay attention to the plan, come back up the hill, and then we defended. And that worked out for a while. We bought a lot of fucking time. But unfortunately, it's just that first maneuver, combined with the fact that we're outnumbered by quite a bit for a lot of the game, really kind of threw us under the bus. And if those regiments just stuck to the plan and, didn't have the attention span of a peanut, they probably could have,
If you'd like to know who it was, it wasn't Sussy.
Yeah, Sussy Brigade always sticks to the plan.
Yeah, we always are good, and there's not a single time where we did bad the entire time.
Trust the plan, Goyam. Trust the plan.
Yes, Goyam. Trust the plan. And then, so basically, after it was Zapstar said in the Steam chat, I remember he said, "Gentlemen, Sunday night event muster begins 7:15 p.m. EST." He told us to be there for the head count, react with the proud flag of Maryland to signify our planned attendance, and he told us zeal, fury, first Maryland, and that's what he told us. And we rallied up and we tried our best and we showed up. And it was all for Zapstar. They honestly, honest to God, 1st Maryland was the standout regiment today in the first match and the second match. I saw them everywhere. Zapstar was the only one talking in all the Steam chat. They were just insane. And I think if anybody should join a regiment, they should join the 1st Maryland after they join the 1st Delaware, but they should join the 1st Maryland and fight with
Boss, what the fuck?
After defecting from the 1st Delaware, though.
But that's true though. That's exactly what you said in the Steam chat. You told us to get it, told us to react with the Maryland flag, and I reacted, and there was 5 reacts, but then we brought 40 people, right, for Maryland, and
all right. In all seriousness, lads, that first round was an epic battle from all involved, and I compliment our enemy's tenacity.
Right.
The way that they could, yes, the way that they continued to push against us on all fronts.
Tenacious, one could say.
Yes. But what I will never forget, gentlemen, is in the last final moments, and I really hope this is captured on video. The last final moments when we were already in last stand, and the enemy was converging upon the point. I gave the order to stand where you are, sell your lives highly.
Yeah.
And we will hold this position against all comers with our last dying breath. And around me, I watched as so many of our allies evaporated to the top of the hill. They were retreating. And I watched as the few men of Maryland were getting cut down. But we died standing, lads, with bayonets wet and empty barrels. We tried our best, but you lads were able to overcome our position. One last comment I have in the first round is that I would like to compliment Provost and his artillery. Those lads performed exemplary as far as I'm concerned. They were pounding the enemy with every bit that they got. And the bastards paid in blood for every inch of our soil they took.
Confederate artillery did pretty good, man.
I would
Yes, they did.
Preach,
there was a couple of times I saw lines evaporate from artillery hits, so they did do a very good job.
Union artillery didn't do that much, and yet I would always hear the non-sussies complain about the artillery. We gotta move, we gotta move. And I'm telling them,
Yeah, I've got something to say. They tried. Union artillery tried.
They did their very little best.
I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing.
It's a compliment.
Out of respect.
Yeah, salute.
Out of respect, they try.
All right. Anything from the 5th NC there? Because I was fighting right alongside the 5th the whole time, and let me tell you, those lads were like lions, as they
we were
always
doing
are.
pretty good up until the point we capped it, and I thought we should have pulled off, but then they counterattacked. But then we blunted the counterattack, which is probably good. But then after that, we just kind of stayed in the road the entire time. And the Union did a really good job of getting us from both sides. Like they'd go up in the woods on the one side and shoot down on us on the road, and then they'd also come from the White House and shoot down on us.
I know you wanted us to pull back, or you said we should have pulled back, but literally the moment you're talking about is literally when Union was charging us up onto the road, and it's like we would have just been charging back.
I guess I was saying pull back at that point, but then I was like, once I saw that, I was like, let's stay. But then after we blunted that charge, we just stayed.
Yeah,
there
we should have fought back. Yeah,
and until we were breaking, and then it's like at that point we can't leave there, and then they're just shooting us down from both sides until we were last stand.
Yeah, to McPhail's credit, we were at this point, right? Well, the decision was to be made whether or not we pull out or we held that objective. And I feel there was a lot of indecisiveness in our side of the command channel.
There was.
And with that, a lot of lads decided to stay. And by staying, we were locked in. There was nowhere we could go. We fed directly into the Union plan. And there was literally, it was either you die here under this point, or you retreat as a coward and die as they shoot you in the back.
I gotta say, to add on a Bus, what Bus said, man, if we only had more First Marylanders, man.
If we only had more.
One Maryland.
It was 40. It was like 40 tonight, man. Oh, well, no, it's like 60 tonight. No, sorry, 75 tonight. If we had 5 more of those guys, man, the Greater War of Rights community, dude, they decided to come together and take the evening off for the Super Bowl. But
Boss, what the fuck?
So there won't be any event tonight. But man, if we had more men of Maryland, zeal and fury and First Maryland, dude.
One men of Maryland.
If we
109 corps, 50 Irishmen from the brigade.
You're so
10,
right.
20 of corps.
Preach.
And maybe 2 or 3 corps guys.
Alhamdulillah. That's what my Muslim brothers say.
Rip the first Texas.
Rip the first Texas.
They died in a plane crash.
They did. It went down. What was it? 9/11.
For the record, lads, I do want to say to our allies who are listening to this, you lads fought hard, fought exemplary tonight.
No, our allies.
No, listen. Let me speak, lads. Let me speak. I fought beside so many other regiments, as well. The 2nd MS is the one I remember most fighting beside, and they gave the blood. They poured fire upon the enemy, and they performed exemplary.
They did a good
Lads,
job. They listened.
I would consider you brothers every night, any day.
You.
Outstanding work, 2nd MS.
Yeah. Period. As the women would say nowadays. That's what the kids say.
Boss, shut the fuck.
Preach, sister. So 2nd map. You want to move on to that now?
Yeah, might as well.
You're the guy. I don't run your show.
The Confederates have not even talked about the first map.
Yeah, they just.
we just
Provost, did you want to add anything to the first map for
did you want to add anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little bit to add. Second map, I don't have anything to do with it. I was just uh, infantryman. First map. All right, hang on. Let me get myself together. First map. There is complaints about Union artillery, and that's unfair because I had a bunch. I had 6 guns up there, and I had 2 concentrated on them, and we kept them busy killing their crew every time they manned their gun, knocking their gun sideways. Never were able to flip a gun, but we kept them busy, and they didn't have much of a chance to actually support the Union infantry because I promised that in Coors I would silence those guns, and I did. And
Mm-hmm.
for the Union, I'm not sure. Whatever the Union really kept themselves out of range. Uh, Going into the woods on the Union, I guess left whatever, and the fighting was in the woods out of CS artillery range. But when they started coming down the road near, I guess near the end of the map, near the White House at the bend of the road, what we did to them was murder. We absolutely decimated entire lines, whatever, and
Mm.
it's pretty brutal.
What are you
I'm
eating
proud of
right
my.
now?
I'm chewing gum,
Oh, okay. What kind?
nicotine gum,
Oh, what brand?
Walmart.
Oh, okay. Continue. Sorry, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'm trying to quit dipping, but
Mm-hmm.
anyway, super proud of CS artillery, and don't be knocking the Union artillery because they had 2 guns and they were like trying to move the guns around to keep us readjust and whatnot, and it just didn't work for them. So I mean, those guys tried, and hats off to Union artillery. So I'll pass it along.
Thank you. That was phenomenal.
So,
Move on.
since
Yeah, second round
CSA
now.
was attacking on the second round,
Yeah.
please, can Eagle give your intro?
Bus might have well just finished the intro there, but as CSA, you guys were attacking second round on Anderson's counterattack. What was you guys' strategy despite being outnumbered by a crap ton, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
So I was there for the second one, so I will explain seriously what happened. So basically, plan was Sussy was going to go left, CSA was going to go right. Coco has said he
The rest
knows
of the
that's what we
CSA.
were going to do. Yes, sorry, the other rest of the CSA. I segregate Sussy from CSA because we're just different.
We're a league above.
Right. Because we don't believe in that political stuff, the mumbo jumbo and all that. So basically we're gonna do that, and then we were like, actually, in the chat we said this. We're gonna go right, and then I guess they assumed that they meant flip flop, like we're gonna go. Okay, so that means that we're gonna go left. I was like, no, 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 no. Well, Zeus said no, 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 but they didn't communicate that, and we had already charged, and we were like, well, where are you guys? They're like, we're coming over now, and I'm like, what the hell do you mean you're coming over now? Why'd you switch to the fucking left side in the first place? Anyway, so there was that confusing thing. And then we all sort of full sent it up right, and it wasn't working that great. They were crushing us every charge, given that they outnumbered us by 20. They outnumbered us by 15, and then by 18, and then by 20, and
then by
for the most of
23.
the match, it was by 21 for most of the match. I was counting the whole time because I was about to shit talk. I was getting ready to shit talk. And then 25 was the most, but that was only last like 5-6 minutes. Anyways, we were getting crushed in every charge. Go up the right, get smashed. Go up the right, get smashed. That was the plan. Was just go up the right, get smashed. Then we were like, go up the left, and we were like, well, we could shoot them from the left, and then they went and turtled. And I know Two Core has an issue with themselves turtling. They weren't the ones who had the idea. So my announcements in the server chat that weren't mine, definitely not me at all, were not towards them. Some of them were, but most of them weren't. because I knew they weren't the ones who had the idea to cook. Turtle. I almost said Coco. It was Coco who had the idea. I will say right now, Coco did apologize for turtling. And I'm saying that on the air because I want everyone to know that it was wrong of them to turtle because they didn't need to. But yeah, that was our plan: was go to the right and get the match.
And what I'll add to that is, despite being outnumbered by 20, each and every one of those engagements on the Confederate right, and so the USA left, I feel was immensely close. An uphill battle, all the same. But our lads died with empty barrels and bloody bayonets.
Except me, I didn't. Sometimes I died without shooting.
I just want to mention that, we probably could have won towards the end if Plus had just kept the cap.
No.
When I asked him to, but he didn't for some reason.
I didn't know it was a 2-minute. I didn't know that they were going to come out. So sorry, Eagle, go ahead.
You could still tempt the cap, but it doesn't matter. I'd still rather have 1st Delaware than any of those other non-Sussy regiments. And I'd rather have all those non-Sussy regiments, even 8th Georgia and their new non-dieback, than I would the A&V and the worst regiment in the game, the 10th Alabama. God, I fucking hate them. They form double ranks. They do a bunch of dumbass shit. Man, they don't comply. They don't like metas. They're literally the worst Confederate regiment in the entire game.
I hate you,
in the
killer.
Maryland campaign, 10th Alabama. Remember that name. They're the worst.
Yes, Eagle. What were you saying? You can't blame me for that, right? Is that what you were gonna say?
Blame you for what?
For not sorry.
Oh,
so
I just know throughout the game, Bus was sitting on point, but I thought you can't cap out of line.
I was just doing that. You can't. You're right. I was just doing that to go sit over there and look at what they were doing. Apparently I was in 3rd in command and I didn't know that. And then halfway through the match, Carl got a headache and I took over command.
So from our perspective, right? So on the second map, Maryland had a scout, at least one on the far right side, reporting Union movements the entire time, and I did my best to relay that information to the officer's chat, the whole thing, right? So we realized what they were doing 9 times out of 10. I'm going to call out, listen, they're forming defense in depth. They've got a thinner line in the front. They've got at least one line behind them, estimates, the whole 9 yards. And it was very helpful to us. However, when you're outnumbered by 20, at least, it doesn't matter how much intel you have. When the enemy has the equivalent of 2 more men of Maryland on their side. Yeah, there's not much you can do. There's not much you can do.
We did try and
we did. And look at how close that game was, despite being outnumbered by 20. I personally compliment every one of our lads with tonight, because despite the fact that it was a loss, it was a close game, outnumbered by 20 at least the entire time.
But it depends.
That's alone.
It depends on which 20 is that, because it was 2 Corps that overbrought, and 2 Corps I'm afraid of. 6 LA, 5th VA, they're good guys. They fight strong. Fuck, I'll run away. But if it were 9 Corps, fuck, shit, they can bring 100 extra.
Okay. Hey, man.
Listen, I'm not here.
This is a drama podcast right here, Eagle. You are hosting the drama podcast. I'm
Gentlemen,
I'm about to
This
metaphorically
Justin,
pull up my night air and
Frontline
fucking
Network is creating a weekly drama network. Let's get it.
on job.
Gentlemen.
Dude, I pull up the 9th Corps Central.
Sussy Line Network will
Air
edit
that
that in
place out,
post.
bro. I'll air that
Gentlemen.
place out all day.
all I'm trying to say is I'm not here to talk shit about any other regiment.
I am.
I'm here to bring to light the battle from our perspective. And from our perspective, it was an uphill battle the whole 9 yards, but a close battle all the same.
We fought for every inch.
And every inch of
all
that
6
field
inches.
they
All
paid
6
for.
large inches.
They paid for with blood. And I will compliment our opponents tonight for the tenacity and their ability to hold and to countercharge those advances. But I will maintain that had I had another 10 men of Maryland alongside us, or another 10 men period, we could have swept the right. We could have swept right through them and captured the field and pushed them all the way back to their spawn. I will maintain that to my dying day.
Preach.
All right.
Preach.
Are there any
One more
quick
thing.
CSA comments? Yeah.
to pull them out of spawn, we shit talked them and it worked. Well, I shit talked them and it worked. And it was all me.
Let's
Zapstar
let
complimented me on
the
it.
USA.
Coco
Let's let the
complimented on
USA
me.
go.
Yeah, let's
Right,
see.
yes,
So
yes, that was my last
USA,
point.
what was your strategy going into the round to defend the Andersons' counterattack, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Okay, it was to hold the for the 5th VA in second corps, it was to hold the left side on the rocks, which we did. And if we want to talk about numbers, I looked before event started. We were up by 6. Start of the second map, we're up by however many. I don't really know how we controlled that, but hey, it's fine. And second corps ended up having 42, I want to say, and we marked us down as 35 to 40. So very, very small overbring, but hey. Anyway, 5th Virginia set ourselves up on the rocks, and if the enemy moved left, we all collapsed left. If the enemy moved right, we all collapsed right. 5th Virginia did not give up those rocks but one time, so 5th Virginia did fantastic. 6 LA was right there with us, also did fantastic. The other units moved as they needed to, and we supported them as we needed to. I know the order was eventually given to pull back, and we all did, and then Bus and his stuff. So we decided to charge back out, and I will say it did come very close at the end. It was closer than it probably should have been with the number difference, but if you guys are losing numbers, that's not really on us.
Well, we were losing and you were gaining.
Well, we're not losing numbers. It's just you guys couldn't.
We lost
count.
5. We lost 5.
What I want to say though, and I will compliment Stars. Your lads, listen, when we charged those positions, they held with immaculable skill. Like, impeccable rather, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, when we went up against it, it wasn't like we were charging out a second-rate unit. No, I'm saying AAA, fucking on point, shifting to our enemy advances, the whole 9 yards. Start, you and everyone with you. You lads fought in the same exact sort of way I'd expect Maryland to fight. And my compliments to the Union team on that right. We tried time and time again. We failed to secure it, but it was close every time. And close because of your skill in the field.
When we hear those 9 corps zoos, we don't break a sweat. But when we hear those Yankees, boy, oh boy, we're fucking.
I hear racial slurs, I cry. When I hear the zoo,
And Masick or Bird Power, you guys got anything to add for the USA?
There was one moment where you guys got to the rock and then you tried to flank us a little bit on the
That
left.
was me in Florida, yeah.
Yep, I saw that, and I told my 6LA boys to countercharge that. And then another time, you guys were up next to the rocks too, and looked like you guys were reloading, and I was like, "Screw it, countercharge them, drive them down."
Not us. That wasn't us. That's a stupid move. I'd never do that.
I agree. You'll never catch the lucky.
All right.
6LA, if I may, Eagle.
Yeah, go ahead.
I heard several 6LA members tonight in those melees. They did their duty. They were pushing back hard against us. In fact, I was there when I ordered my lads to break the reloads in face of your charge. If it's the same instance I think you're talking about, you lads had caught us off guard. I didn't expect an immediate countercharge in that moment. Well, I think we rallied okay, but you did. You did catch us in a bit of a moment, a bit of an off-guard moment. And let me say, we died standing, but you lads swept over us.
Well, I'll tell you, as being part of those bayonet charges, it was, the best way I can describe it is like an anvil, a hammer hitting an anvil, and it was a knockdown, drag-out fight, trying to hold those rocks on several occasions. I'm amazed sometimes we were able to hold. It was a nasty, nasty fight. You guys put up one hell of a fight.
Also,
always a pleasure.
Also, good job on getting your flags back and not losing them. It was also really good.
Yeah, who came in on the reinforcement wave? Was that you guys who came in on the reinforcement wave, or were you guys the first line? Because the reinforcement wave, we were able to get those flags back pretty quick because that reinforcement wave just ran away, or they melted. They were in 9th Corps uniforms, so just saying.
All I want to say, lads, is overall tonight.
Oh my god.
This is a loss that I feel everyone can hang their heads real high, knowing that we did our best, we fought well, and we lost to an opponent that also fought well. That's really it. It draws down to a glorious event for both sides. For both sides. And honestly, gentlemen, I will take this sort of loss over an easy victory any weekend.
Here, here, sir. Here, here. Zapstar, if you're not narrating stuff for a living, you should.
He does. He does sex games. He does sex games and stuff.
Cameo.
Jesus.
He does.
All right, I want to speak for 2nd MS. Are we to the Confederate side of this second map, or do we have?
Go ahead,
more
sir.
to go?
Go ahead.
I was not in charge. We had one of my artillery guys. He's part-time artillery, and he did a good job. The Union, I think, did a good job flanking us. We kept driving up to the right to try to take the rocks, whatever. And there was one good push that the Union actually waited for us to do that and hit us from our left side. So we got it in front and the side, whatever. So I think we were just outmaneuvered, plus, of course, outnumbered, but, that's not a big deal. But the Union just basically outmaneuvered the CS on Anderson's, and hats off to them.
Hats off to them. Agreed.
All right.
It was an honor playing with you guys, gentlemen.
It was an honor. Now, I think Eagle has something to say.
Yes, we have a very important guest to bring in.
I hope it's not Mr. Puffin guy.
Well,
Hate that guy. Yeah,
Hey
he
guys.
sucks.
Hey, it's Colonel Killer of the 10th Alabama.
Thank you all
Zoo's
for
best
watching the
friend.
video. I hope you enjoyed.
I just wanted to say good job, 2nd Corps. You guys
Shut
did
the
great.
fuck up.
You really did a great job.
Suck my dick.
Unlike Sussy, AMV actually won 2-0 tonight in our event. The worst regiment in the game, won 2-0. Yeah, just saying.
Remember
we
that
actually
one
won-
time that
we
you
actually,
usually play with us, then you swap teams, then you went on
we-
two because you swapped teams?
Yeah,
I
actually,
remember
this
that.
weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we won 10 maps out of 12 this weekend. Just saying,
Wow,
worst
you
regiment in the
suck.
game.
Oh my god, that's awful. Why
Um,
didn't you win 14?
Well, we got to give some. We threw
Yeah, you
on
give a lot,
Saturday.
don't you? You
On
give a
Saturday
lot.
EU, we threw so that PA could win.
Killer.
on the birthday. But I just wanted to
Killer.
come in here to say hi to Zoo, my best friend. He loves me
Whoa.
very, very much. He did message me asking me when I was joining Sussy.
I did do that.
So did Dog actually. Funny enough, and he's not even here. He just did it out the back.
But
of
that's
his mind.
Sussy Brigade, man. We're the
Yes,
worst of the
dude.
worst.
Doug's sitting
yeah,
on my
pretty
bed right
much.
now. Doug's on my
Killer,
bed.
I'm honestly hurt that you said that Sue was your best friend. I thought we were close.
Zoo is my best friend, but you are my greatest ally.
You don't even
So-
play
There
with
we
him
go.
as much as you play with me. You play with me way more than you play with them.
I don't want to extend your really long drawn out debrief by the crybabies up there of Zoo and Bus.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll call it here then. Anyone have any quick comments before we call it for a night?
Yeah, 9th Corps
Good
sucks.
job, Union. Huzzah, huzzah. God save the king.
I hope there's some angry 9th Corps comments. I'm waiting to hear them, and I'm gonna go in there with my shitty alt account and bully them.
All I have to add,
I know
gentlemen,
what
is
it is.
tonight was some of the most fun rounds that I've played Marvel Rights in quite some time. It was an uphill battle the entire time. And lads, you made it happen. To our opponents, I salute you. You and your performance tonight and all of your lads. You fought hard. You made it a challenge. And you won over us. And I can hang my head high, as well as the rest of Maryland, and I feel the rest of the CSA, as men who have fought tonight. I think it was close enough for us all to sit there and say, we did our best, and tonight was a glorious event in all regards.
Here, here, sir. Here, here.
With that being
So
said,
full of shit.
with that being said, thank you all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, and have a good rest of your night.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
Zapstar.
Rusty Line Network out.